The Norseman's home in days gone by was on the rolling sea, and there his pennant did defy the foe of Normandy. Then let us never forget the race that nobly fought and died, who never filled a craven's grave, but ruled the foaming tide.
Hey!
Morning, chaps.
Morning, sir.
Of course, you would expect nothing less than a culturally illuminating assembly. So, if you'd be so kind, would you join me in an insight into Helly Aa? Helly Aa. The holidays are up, literally. Helly Aa is Europe's, certainly Great Britain's greatest fire festival. I'm sure you're well aware.
Yeah.
And it is celebrated on the last Tuesday of every January. It's a fairly new festival. It's only really been tidied up and made respectable for the last 100 years or so. Where, you say? Lerwick, Shetland Isles, the most northerly part of the UK. 60 degrees just over of latitude north. There it is right at the top of the picture, as near to Bergen as it is to Aberdeen, and therefore at midsummer there is no night, only daylight and twilight, and in winter the sun rises at 9 AM and sets at 3 in the afternoon. And therefore Shetlanders must do something to while away their darkness. That's why they have the biggest fire festival in Europe. And throughout the winter they build their galley of beautiful new wood, only for the purpose of burning it. They build torches, which are to a very special specification. In order that they will be cemented safe, but will absorb overnight, the night before the festival, half a gallon of paraffin, and therefore endure the entire procession. Here's a chief in full regalia. He will know that he was going to be chief for 15 years before he takes office, and therefore he will be able to plan properly to outstrip in his squad's outfit every Geyser Jarl who has gone before him. Through the day, the galley is processed through the streets. Thought of opportunities, of course. Here we see the galley roadside with the chief's squad. The other 1,000 or so men who are going to be in the procession are also in fancy dress, but they do not have the privilege of wearing Viking uniform. They are in all sorts. A different chief. Splendid beard, that guy. That's more than 18 months worth. Parading through the streets during the day, and then when the flare goes up at the beginning of the evening, the flares are used to light 1,000 torches all at once, and they process through the streets of Lerwick in order to surround the galley and then throw their burning torches into the vessel in order to make the fire. The last moments of the chief's Norseman's home, which you were kind enough to suffer even this morning when I chose the wrong key. It's quite a decent bonfire. The Vikings are on the front row and they're glad of a shield, because if they did not have a shield, they would be scorched, damaged. It's getting into a good blaze there. Now, you have the words before you for the Helly Aa song, but we're not going to mess about with this, please. I'm looking for 100% commitment. I give you this assurance that whilst the Shetland Isles have spare words.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Whilst the Shetland Isles have a great reputation for their musicality on fiddles and such, these 1,000 men you would not think were preoccupied with musical accuracy. So we are looking here for gusto. I'm prepared to let you have a rehearsal seated, but then you must be on your feet. You have accessories to hand, you must brandish them meaningfully. Would you be kind enough, Hannah, just to click with the mouse? It's faster on the YouTube link. We're going to see the words and music come up. Do your best to join in first time round, because it's going to make it a lot easier second time. On we answer it ahoy, it is necessary to thrust your fist into the air in perfect unison with the company. You must, because of the nature of the theatre, do this with your right hand only. We do not want damages on ahoy. Are you ready? Are we anywhere near it now? You're sounding, we're going for it. Come on, boy!
Centuries of Helly Aa has come, and like the torching form, the march shall sound the rolling drum, and with the mighty memories of heroes that are done, the waves are rolling on. And the old Vikings rule upon the Aa, their brave battle songs to thunder on the blast, their wild war cries are ringing from the past. We answer it, aye! Oh, their glory down the ages, sons of warriors and sages, when the fight for freedom rages, be bold and strong as they.
You're wonderful! We hope that you have a delightful day.